Eriq, welcome and congratulations. I'm just going to start you kind of with a basic. What were you sort of anticipating as draft day rolled around? When did you first sort of hear of Sounders' interest, and how do you feel now that it's all played out?
Well, I wasn't exactly sure how this draft was going to go. I knew this was going to be one of the crazier ones in years as far as trades go. And, you never know where you're going to land. But I had a very, very, very positive meeting at the Combine with Seattle and with Ziggy and the coaching staff. And I knew of their interest, and I let them know how honored I would be able to be able to be a part of the Sounders organization, and for them to be able to trade up for me at 10 was a dream come true.
Thank you.
Okay, Josh?
Hey, Eriq, congrats. We heard some mention that you could also be seen as a defender by some teams and also as a forward. Have the Sounders kind of told you what role they see you playing?
Well, I think there's a hint, but I think I'm going to go into training camp and try to fill a need on the team and show myself in both positions. And I'm sure that will be solved here in the coming weeks. But right now I'm just excited to get there and to work hard in whatever position they play me.
We saw in certain mock drafts you go higher than 10. Were you disappointed that you fell to 10?
No. The number doesn't matter to me. Wherever I went, I just wanted to go to a great organization, and I couldn't have got picked by a better one. And what really matters to me is where I went, and this is a perfect place for me. Going 1 or going 10 doesn't matter, because I know you got to prove yourself on the field, and you don't make yourself and on draft day make yourself on the field, and I'm ready to go prove myself.
Thank you.
Yep.
Okay, Jeremiah?
Yeah, sorry, I was taking myself off mute there.
Okay.
Eriq, I saw that the Sounders really, you said that the Sounders really had you highly valued. Did they talk to you at all about maybe your positional flexibility being key to that, or what did they tell you what gave you the sense that they liked you, I guess?
Well, I think either position I filled the need for their team, and I think the type of player that I am, being comfortable on the ball and being a hard worker, I think fit into their system, and I knew their interest because of that, and it really just reassured them that my interest was higher, as high if not higher, to be able to go there, and for it to work out is just great.
Great, thanks.
Okay, Alejandro?
Okay, thank you. I have a couple of questions. First, I don't know if you, how nervous you are or what's going to happen with your college, because I heard that you're only a sophomore right now.
Right.
And also, yes, in addition, just what do you know about Seattle and Seattle Sounders? So that's my first question.
Yeah, well, first of all, I plan on continuing my education. I've got some money set aside to be able to continue that, and it's been a goal of mine to complete my degree, and that doesn't change being in Seattle, and I'm sure there's plenty of opportunities for me to get that done, whether it be right now or whether it be in the next coming months or years. And two, I've known so much about. I've seen this organization on TV and the incredible fan base that it has, and I think talking to the guys around, everybody was just like, you're so lucky to be able to go to, one, such a great organization, but two, just such an incredible fan base, and I can't wait to be able to step foot on that field in front of this band.
And just another question is just that our newspaper focuses more on Hispanic affairs. And I just want to know, because of your last name, do you have Spanish roots, or can you tell me more about if you have background?
Yeah, sure. My dad is full-bred El Salvadorian. He played in El Salvador and for their national team, and he came to the States and married my mom, who's an American. So yeah, I have El Salvadorian blood.
Salvadorian blood. And your father's name is Carlos, right?
Correct.
Okay. Thank you.
Yep.
Okay, before we go back through for remaining questions here, I'd like to know if there's anybody on the line who has not gotten a chance to ask a question.
Yeah, Mike, this is Steve. I haven't asked a question yet.
Okay, Steve, go ahead.
Okay, first of all, Happy New Year to everyone on staff at Sounders, my fellow writers, and to you, Eric. My question is a fairly easy one. What do you know about the city of Seattle itself, and what are you looking forward to most about coming here?
Well, to tell you that I'm an expert on the city would be lying to you, but I know that it's a great city, and with a lot of people, and I don't know too much more about it, but I'm anxious and ready to be able to be there and learn as much as I can about it. And I didn't catch your second part.
Well, I was asking you what you were looking forward to most about coming here.
Well, I'm looking forward to be able to play for such an incredible team and such an awesome fan base, and I think the fan base at Seattle is unmatched by any MLS club, and to be able to be a part of that and in front of that is going to be an honor.
Thank you.
Okay, is there anybody else who has not gotten a chance to ask a question yet? Okay, let's cycle back through for any remaining questions. Don Ruiz?
Yes, let's see. You mentioned a little bit about being good on the ball and your versatility. Could you give a little bit more of a scouting report on yourself, what you see as your strengths and the things you think you'll need to work on in professional soccer?
Yeah, I am going to have to adjust to the speed of play, as many players do, going from college to the pros. But I think I'm comfortable on the ball. I like to be on the ball. I'm a big guy, so I like to use my body, and I'm like to get in the air and win balls in the air, and hold stuff off, and be able to use the things that I have. I'm pretty big on being able to use what I have and not exposing the weaknesses that I don't have, and I think that will only continue to get better.
Okay, thanks. And just to clarify, while you've said you want to get your degree, your plan is to be in camp next week?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, Josh Mayers?
Eric, there's a highlight video of you on the league website, and after one of the goals you scored, you have a little scuba dive celebration over the backboards. I was wondering if that was at all inspired by Roger Levesque or how that one came around.
Yeah, I actually got to give all the credit to Roger. He was the first person I ever saw do it, and the only person I've ever seen do it. And I watched it when watching a game on ESPN, and thought it was a really cool and original idea. And I didn't. There's not too many of those out there, and I chose to implement that one into my celebrations at Indiana University and have some fun with it.
Thank you.
Okay, Jeremiah?
Yeah, Eric, obviously the big rivalry here is with the Timbers. I'm curious what your experience is with rivalries, and if you're particularly looking forward to this one.
Well, I've seen a lot of rivalries on TV in different sports growing up, and I know what an incredible rivalry that one is, and with two great fan bases. But I'm excited to be able to be in front of such an incredible environment, and hopefully get some wins and make this rivalry one-sided.
Great, thanks.
Okay, Alejandro?
Yeah, yes. Because everybody's talking, everybody's making great questions, so I don't know what to ask anymore. Just want to say is what you have to choose, because everybody says that you want to play what the position is, but you have a really good record of being the goal leader of your team. So can you tell me what do you? I'm assuming that you have to choose. You will be forward, and then just follow-up question is what do you think what's your biggest advantage you think you have?
Well, I think I'm not necessarily keen on just one position. I think that that's going to be solved as a need for the team, and I'm ready to be able to step in and hone that one specific position and answer all of the questions of am I a forward or am I a center back. But I really feel like the Seattle organization and Ziggy have a position in mind for me, and will teach me to really get better at that position. And I didn't recall your second question.
I say, like, what's your biggest?
Okay. Yeah,
what
I
makes
got
you?
it. I mean, I think my biggest thing is one is that I like to use my body, and I'm smart about how to use it, and that I have a soccer brain. I've grown up around soccer with my uncle being Greg Vanny, who's had a great MLS career, and my dad, who played professionally at a young age, and just watching them play, they've taught me a lot about the game of soccer, and I think that's a big advantage that I have.
Tanzania, the land of Kilimanjaro, Zanzibar, and the Serengeti.